Let's bring in legal contributor Jesse Weber, as well as Chief Washington anchor Leland Vittert, Blake Berman, NewsNation legal contributor as well. And of course, we've got trial attorney Mercedes Colwin. First, I'd like to start with our two attorneys who are sitting next to me, and we've been poring over this indictment that we literally just got moments ago. 4 charges here. How serious are they?
This is damning, really damning. Now, it's what we suspected based on the target letter that came to light 2 weeks ago. But to see it all put together, which was a culmination of a 2.5-year investigation, there are pieces of this we already knew. There are pieces of it we didn't know. The idea that there are multiple co-conspirators who we can read between the lines and guess who those people are. This is a very thorough investigation. It is quite detailed. And like I said, damning. I mean, we're looking at charges here that I have never seen before, let alone against a former president.
Like
when we talk about conspiracy against rights, that this was a deprivation of every American citizen's right to vote and who they elected. I've never seen that before in an indictment. But then again, I've never seen a case quite like this before.
There's another very thorough recitation of all the individuals that were part of this investigation. They're talking about attorneys that were spoken to that gave advice to former President Trump and said, there is no fraud, there is no election fraud here. There's nothing there. And yet, despite the fact that his own counsel were actually giving him the real advice that there is an election fraud, they chose, according to the indictment, to still say that this election fraud took place. But exactly, that's the most problematic for him. There's lots of witnesses out there. They're going to corroborate what the prosecution is saying, that there is no election fraud, and therefore what you did is criminal.
Yeah, because that goes again, they're basically jumping ahead of the defense. You can't argue, well, I believed it.
But that has been the defense.
It's not going to work here.
In fact, he's still saying.
I don't know if you have the page where they listed multiple officials coming forward to him and saying there's nothing there. Close allies of him who would have done anything to say, Mr. President, you're right. There is election fraud. They came forward and said no. So when he was going to the outskirts, the people, these fringe theories that weren't based in reality or fact, and you could see this, to find any kind of scheme to overturn the election, that's what this indictment is saying. It's going through a very complicated system to try to overturn the results.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.